Hi everyone, welcome to Mystic Soul Tarot. My name is Jess and I have a very exciting pick a card for you guys today. It's actually a how do they feel about me pick a card. So maybe you've recently met somebody that you feel a connection with, maybe you think about them a lot, or you're kind of already talking to someone and you're not sure quite where this is going or how they feel about you. So this reading is for you guys, and I actually already filmed it and some very, very interesting and insightful messages came through, so I'm very excited about that. So pile number 1 is going to be garnet, very beautiful stone. Pile number 2 is the trigonic quartz, or the trigonic quartz, I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce that. And pile number 3 is the anandalite. So if you want to go ahead and pause the video and pick whichever stone is calling to you most, maybe there's a certain stone that has a special meaning to you that you're drawn to, just whatever it is about it that kind of like draws your attention, just go ahead and pick that stone. Maybe you can hold your hand over the video and see which one gives you a little bit more of energy that you can pick up on. All right, so if you want to go ahead and pause the video and pick your stone, and then we'll get right on into it. Hi, pile number 1. If you chose the garnet, then this reading is for you. All right, so I pulled 2 cards from the, let's see, it's actually a new deck I just got, the Awakened Soul Oracle, to see what your energy in the relationship is and what their energy in the relationship is. So for your energy, it's the card of Judgment. For their energy, it's the card of Family. And then I actually am using the Illuminated Tarot today. It's actually 53 cards instead of the usual 78 cards that come in a tarot deck. They actually combine some major arcana with some minor arcana cards. So, it's multiple messages coming through. The reason I used it is because it has like a very down-to-earth connection with nature, and I feel like it really complements this oracle deck really well. So card number 1 is how do they see you, and it's the King of Diamonds or the King of Pentacles. This is what they're not telling you, so kind of like their hidden emotions and hidden feelings. And you got the Jack of Clubs, which is the page, the Page of Wands in the regular traditional tarot. And then for the energy of the relationship is 4 of Hearts, which is the 4 of Cups in the traditional tarot. And then for your Moonology cards, personal issue reaches resolution. Just gonna put this right here. And communication is key. Okay, pile number 1. So off the bat, your energy is the energy of Judgment. Now, this might not be like outright, jealousy or, anything too negative. I think it mostly just means that maybe you're coming to this relationship, maybe holding on to something. I feel like something is kind of holding you back. Maybe you've had relationships in the past that haven't worked out nearly the way you wanted them to. Maybe you've been hurt before, and you just you're just kind of like wary now. Once you meet somebody, like you don't want to have to go through everything that you already went through again. So when I see this card representing your energy, I feel like it's you kind of holding on to the past, because you see that these ladies here are like chained up, and it's like something is holding them back. And preventing them from achieving what they want to achieve, this freedom and this happiness. So maybe you're holding on to something, maybe you're just very kind of guarded, when it comes to your feelings and your and how you express yourself. Maybe you're being a little bit too hard on this person, or maybe you even have like unrealistic expectations when it comes to this. So it's just something to consider. For their energy, I got the card of family, which I love this card because I love elephants, and elephants are such compassionate animals and such just wonderful, they love each other so much, and they look after their own kind so much. So this card just, it's, very self-explanatory. It's just, this person wants something serious. They want something committed. They want something that they can build upon, a very strong connection that they can, someone they can start a family with, somebody that they can be with for a long time. So this person, if you were wondering if this person wants, commitment, they absolutely do. They want something permanent that's going to, take them to the next level with you. And so for how do they see you? You got the King of Diamonds, which, like I said, is the King of Pentacles in Standard Tarot. So they see you as someone who has, kind of like their life figured out. Maybe you have a solid career. You found like the job you want to be in for the rest of your life. So they see you as someone who has, your stuff figured out, and they admire you. They maybe even a little bit intimidated by you, honestly. So I see you as someone who's very independent, very self-sufficient. Maybe you own your own business. Maybe you're a manager. They see you as someone who is very, attentive to their material possessions, and not necessarily in a bad way. Maybe you just kind of like have a, you're partial to kind of like the finer things in life, So like I said, maybe you own your own business. Maybe you just in a position of a lot of responsibilities, and they just see you as someone who has it all figured out. For what they're not telling you. So kind of like their hidden, if I can pick this card up, their hidden emotions in the relationship. So it's the Jack of Clubs, which is the Page of Wands in traditional tarot. So this is, they want to start something with you. They want a relationship. They want a new beginning with you. Sorry, I switched my background and now it's very hard to pick these cards up. So yeah, they see you as someone they can start a family with, and they see you as someone that they're very interested in and want to, develop these, lay these foundations down and start something serious. So yeah, they see you, if they could tell you, they just want, they want to be with you. They want this relationship. They want this new beginning. They have kind of like this, this desire to just start something new with you. And just, there's a passion here. There's passion and commitment and happiness. So that's very, very nice. Now, where it gets a little bit interesting is here in the energy / nature of the relationship. You have the Four of Hearts, the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups is all about the card is all about like not seeing what's right in front of you, like not realizing, the gifts and everything you have to be grateful for. If you see here, these cups down here are, the flowers have wilted and died, but then you have this cup right here that's just blossoming with just this happiness and abundance. And she doesn't see that. She's just looking, you know, she's just concentrating on what hasn't gone right. And I feel like this is talking about the past too. I feel like, you know, it's kind of like maybe you're caught up on what has gone wrong in the past in your relationships, and you're not seeing this, you know, new opportunity to start something new with someone who really wants, you know, a solid relationship, and who really cares about you. So I feel like this card is just letting you know to please, you know, while, you know, it's important to take care of ourselves and to guard our emotions and set boundaries, you also don't want to miss when something really, really good and amazing can come along. You don't want to be too caught up on what's gone wrong in the past. You don't want to be held by, you know, just fear of failure and fear of something not working out the way it did in the past. Because, you know, from the other cards here, it's telling us that it's a very good union. And I feel like this kind of goes with the Judgment card too. Maybe, you know, this person, you're not really considering everything that could go right with this person because you're caught up in being tied down by what's happened in your past, which is, you know, understandable. You know, we get hurt, we learn, and we try to not let ourselves be hurt again. But we also don't want to be closed off to these new opportunities and these new just wonderful people that can come into our lives. And then over here, you have a personal issue reaches resolution. So I feel like, you know, within the next few weeks, you're going to start seeing, you know, hey, maybe I am kind of holding on to things that don't, you know, that no longer serve me. And I need to allow this person and allow this love and this happiness into my life because I deserve it. You know, you deserve happiness and you deserve this love. You just have to let yourself receive it. So I feel like this personal issue that reaches a resolution is going to be you kind of realizing that, you know, it's not good to hold on to these things, you know, anymore. And you need to kind of, you know, cleanse yourself of this negative mindset that things are going to go wrong, that maybe this person, you know, is going to hurt you, because the possibility of us getting hurt is always there. You know, it's very hard to be vulnerable with someone. It's very extremely hard. But once we are, and it's someone who deeply cares about us and has a deep connection with us, it's just amazing. And then over here you have the card of communication is key. So I feel like whatever fears you have about this person, whatever fears you have about this relationship not working out, you know, you should talk to this person about it. Be like, you know, hey, I can see that there's something here, but, you know, I've been hurt in the past. And I feel like doing that will really open up the lines of communication and will allow you to kind of work through this. Because I feel like this person has nothing but good intentions, and that this person wants something long and committed with you, and they just want to, you know, give you all this love, and, you know, you're just concentrating on how things in the past haven't worked out. So I feel like you communicating with this person, letting this person know, like, hey, you know, I'm scared. I care about you, but I'm scared. I feel like that's going to help tremendously, because this person is going to be like, okay, maybe they're not so, you know, so unsure about me and more unsure about what can happen. And, you know, I'm going to do everything I can to let this person know how much I care about them. So yeah, I feel like talking to this person is really going to help. And you just want to make sure, like the Four of Cups says, to just, you know, be grateful for what we do have in this moment, and realize that you deserve all this love and that you should open yourself up to receive it. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull some letters for you guys, just as sort of a, something to maybe provide even further clarification on the issue. It could be, words that have meaning to you, words that have an important significance to you. It could be, letters, initials of the person you're thinking about, just some clarification for you guys. All right, pile number 1. Okay, so you got a G, an N, 2 G's, P, a B, 2 A's, 2 E's, another P, and an R. All right, so I'm not gonna go too deeply into the words here. I feel like whatever word pops out at you, whatever sentences kind of form in your head when you see these letters, that's what you're meant to hear in that moment. And if you guys have find any words and you want to comment them down below, that would be a big help as well. But yeah, so I hope some of this kind of helped clear things up for you, and I feel like this is a very, very loving relationship that could has the potential of being a very loving relationship, and I hope that everything works out wonderfully for you. So thank you so much for watching pile 1. I hope this provided some insight, and yeah, if this resonated with you, please consider giving it a like and subscribing. I'm going to be doing a lot of videos like this, and I'm also planning on doing general readings for each sign on my Instagram eventually. I'll have that link down below. Well, thank you so much for watching. Hi, pile number 2. If you chose the Trigonic Quartz, then this reading is for you. Let's find out how this special person feels about you. All right, so I used the, Awakened Soul Oracle cards to find out your energy and their energy. So your energy is forgiveness. Lovely. Their energy is devotion. Love that. Make sure it's in frame. All right, and then I use the Illuminated Tarot, which, like I told pile number 1, is not it's not a standard tarot deck, so it does not have the 78 cards. It actually has 53 cards, so it's more like a regular playing deck in in that sense. But they did combine a lot of the major I don't know if it's Arcana or Arcana cards with the Minor Arcana cards to kind of give kind of a little bit more, even more depth to those cards. So you got the King of Clubs, which in traditional tarot is the King of Wands. Then this is how they see you. And what they're not telling you is the Two of Spades, which is the Two of Swords in traditional tarot. And then the energy of the relationship is the Four of Spades, which is also the card of death. Now, don't get scared. Does not mean the relationship is going to end. It does not mean that the relationship is not going anywhere. And we'll get into that in a second. Your Moonology cards were emotions are running high. And then believe in the impossible. Lovely. All right, pile number 2. So just to start off, I'm going to kind of go in order of the cards that were pulled. So to start off with your energy in the relationship or in the attraction, So the card of forgiveness, I absolutely love this card because I love the symbolism in it. So you could see here, she's releasing this bird, this golden bird, and she's just, it's like so metaphorical. It's perfect. So she's letting go of whatever she was kind of keeping inside, letting go of these emotions that were no longer serving her, letting go of, just the past things that were bringing her down, and just releasing and just not holding on to all this baggage anymore, And this is something that takes a long time to do sometimes, it's not going to happen overnight. So maybe you're thinking, well, I've just recently started to kind of heal from things, that have happened in the past. But I'm not quite there yet. That's okay. You're definitely going to get there. It's, Rome wasn't built in a day. It's something that takes a long time to be able to release what's holding us back and release, negative emotions and just negativity and things that are kind of weighing us down, So I love this imagery. I love this imagery of her releasing this bird and just, moving on to bigger and better things. It's like this bird is just not, I don't see the bird as the negativity. I see the cage as the negativity, if that makes sense. So it's like this bird is just, I feel like it's almost an extension of herself, because it's just like this beautiful white and, golden bird. And it's just also representative of her. So it's like she's setting herself free by, setting this bird free. So this is a wonderful energy. I feel like you're really starting to make important changes in your life. And I know I said I would go in order, but I just want to quickly touch on the fact that the Four of Spades or Four of Swords, which is also the Death card in this deck, came out for you. So this is a card of transformation. This is a card of one cycle ending, new beginnings and just better things coming, So I feel like it's not indicative that this relationship is going to end. I think actually the contrary. I think it just goes to show you that this relationship is going to happen while you're in this phase of forgiveness and while you're, moving on to a better part in your life where you're not holding on to this negativity and not holding on to these things that are holding you back. You're letting go of this and you're becoming this new person who is not so hard on themselves, who focuses on the positive. So I wanted to quickly touch on that because I feel like it really goes with your energy. All right, and then their energy, you got the card of devotion. Like, you couldn't have gotten a better card for their energy. So this person cares about you. This person has very deep feelings for you. This person, wants to protect her. If you see like he's just holding on to her and kind of just like letting her flourish and be, just letting her do her thing and just be herself and and just express herself. But at the same time, he's like so protective of her. Like he wants her to be, all that she can be. But at the same time, there's just, aside from this admiration, there's this feeling of, I want this person to be safe and happy is what I'm getting from this. So it's like, there's just this love here and this devotion. Like you could not have gotten a better card for this person's energy. So, and then over here on how do they see you, you got the King of Clubs. So this is the King of Wands in traditional tarot. So they see you as someone who is super creative. They see you as someone who is very passionate about what they enjoy and what they believe in. They see you as having a lot of new ideas. And just quickly, the fact that it kind of looks like a line, maybe you're a Leo, just to, maybe you have Leo in your chart. They just see you as someone, and Leos actually, are very, enigmatic and very passionate signs. They're very confident, of course there's exceptions to everything, but it's just, when I think of Leos, I think of just someone confident, someone strong. So I feel like this is how they see you. They see you as this, person who knows what they want and, you know, what makes them happy. They know what they want to do. They see you as someone who's sure of themselves, sure of their ideas and their opinions, and I see like a lot of admiration here. Like I said earlier, I see him admiring her so much. So I feel like this person admires you a lot, and they think you're very creative and have wonderful ideas. So for what they're not saying, or kind of like their hidden emotions in the relationship. Sorry, it's kind of hard to pick these cards up now since I switched my background. There we go. Thank you. So you got the Two of Spades for this. So the Two of Spades is the Two of Swords in regular tarot. You can actually see here on this person's hands, there's a sword on each. So I feel like this person is kind of indecisive about something. I don't see them being indecisive about you or their feelings for you. I don't see that at all, because you got the card of devotion. And then at the base of your pile, I'd have to move a lot of stuff, but at the base of your pile was the card of trust. So you have every reason to trust this person. You know, this person is very, very devoted to you and loves you very much. Or if you just recently met them, but you feel a strong connection, this is someone who can love you very much. So, but I feel like this person is kind of torn between something. Maybe he or she or they is just kind of, maybe it's a, work related thing going on for them. I just feel like they're very contemplative right now. They're considering options. Like I said, not options when it comes to you, but maybe just options on what to do. Maybe they see you as someone who's a little bit intimidating when it comes to, goals and achieving things. Maybe they see you as someone who's so sure of what they want and what they want to do in life, and maybe they're a little bit intimidated by that because they're not quite there yet. So I feel like them being indecisive about something or being hesitant to make a decision is not regarding how they feel about you, because they are very sure of how they feel about you. They're just not sure about something else. So yeah, I feel like they're just maybe kind of withdrawn at the moment a little bit. And if you could see here, the swords being on their hands, it's almost like, and then the hands are crossed over their chest. It's almost like they know exactly what they need to do. They know what's keeping them back. They just, their hands aren't tied. They can easily at any time undo this blindfold and see clearly. It's almost like, and the Two of Swords is a card that kind of tells us, what you need to do. You're just kind of scared to take that step. So maybe this person, knows exactly how they feel about you. They feel very strongly about you, but maybe they might, something might be holding them back, where maybe they're scared of being vulnerable, So, or it could be something, not even dealing with the relationship. It could be something dealing with their work life, their home life. I just feel like they're kind of indecisive about something at the moment, but that they do have very strong and sincere feelings for you. So over here, the nature of the relationship, the card of death. So it's also the Four of Spades. So the Four of Spades or Swords is a card of kind of like anxiety, and maybe you've been feeling worried about this relationship. Maybe you've been doubting, like, does this person really care about me? Does this person really love me? When this person tells me this, are they, being sincere about it? And they are. This person, I know I've said it a lot, but this person really, really, really cares about you. So I feel like whatever feelings of, negativity or uncertainty have been going on, they're not, based on reality. It's more just based on kind of like patterns of negativity that are so hard. I know they're so hard to break from. So yeah, so this is a card also of death, so transformation. So I feel like you know, maybe you're starting to kind of get away from, you know, the anxiety and the fear of, does this person really care about me? And you're starting to kind of like accept this love more. And you're starting to just, you know, be open to the possibilities, you know, that this relationship can bring. So, and I feel like this really goes with the forgiveness card. I feel like you're moving on from the negativity and the uncertainty and really just stepping into your own and really just being, you know, this starting to get more confident in yourself. And this person sees that. This person sees that you are someone who is really working on themselves. And, you know, maybe they realize they have some stuff to work on too. And it's kind of like in the back of their minds, you know, maybe they're not telling you like all of their fears when it comes to the future. But like I said, it's not a fear of, do they love you? Do they want to be with you? Because they are very sure of that. So yeah, it's just, I know some of you got scared when you saw the death card. It's not that this relationship is ending. I feel like other cards would have indicated that. I just feel like both of you are in the middle of going through, changes, and that it's going to be for the best and that it's going to bring you guys closer together. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and pull some letters for you guys. Well, actually, before we do that, I'm sorry, let me talk about the Moonology cards. So you got the card of emotions are running high, super moon. So I feel like this ties in with the Two of Spades here. So it could be their emotions are running high. It could be your emotions are running high. Maybe both of your emotions are running high. So I feel like this is referring to just kind of like, you know, while you are working on moving past these fears and these, you know, anxieties about, you know, your relationship and who you are and where you're going, while you are starting to break through that, you know, maybe lately it's been a little bit harder to do than it was at first. You know, maybe you feel like you take 2 steps forward and then 1 step back sometimes, and that's okay, because like I said, this is not accomplished overnight. So maybe this is just a period where you're, you know, worried about things a little bit more than you were before. When maybe before you know, or when you first got starting to let everything go, you know, maybe it's just a little much going on right now. And I feel like there's a certain energy in the air too, you know. I feel like big changes are coming, you know, globally, you know, locally. So I feel like this card is just saying that it's okay to be worried still, you know. Don't feel like you're not making any progress. Don't feel like you're resorting back to your old thinking patterns, because that's not true. You have come a long way. But, you know, sometimes just emotions are running high and it's a little bit harder some days than others, but you're definitely getting there. And then you have the card of believe in the impossible. So I just feel like this card is further punctuating this big change that's coming, this transformation that you're currently working on, you know, this change that you both are undergoing in this relationship together, or in this potential relationship. So I just feel like this is saying keep with as much as you can with the positive affirmations, you know, say, I deserve this love. I deserve all good things that come to me. You know, just keep up with your positive mindset and believe in the impossible, believe in your dreams. Maybe there's something else you've been working on as well. And I feel like this is just, you know, confirming that you are on your way there. And, you know, try not to think about what can go wrong or what's been going wrong or what's gone wrong in the past, and try to really open yourself up to receive all these blessings and all these new changes that are going to be wonderful in your life. Okay, so now let's do the letters. These could be significant, you know, initials. This could be the name of the person you're thinking of. This is just a little bit more, you know, just a little insight to the situation. All right, so letters for pile number 2. Okay, so got an L, an S, an E, a G, an I, 2 P's, an N, 3 P's. See, that I know this is really random, but this just made me think of Charmed. I know Piper's Club was named P3, and then they have the number 3 on them, so 333. That's pretty cool. All right, so I'm not going to get into depth of like what these letters can mean, what, you know, certain words are there, because that would just take forever. But I feel like whatever words or sentences pop out at you, that's kind of like what you're meant to receive from them. So, and if anyone wants to comment down below what you see for pile number 2, I'm sure that would be a big help as well. All right, so pile number 2, this has been your reading. I hope this provided some insight for you. I hope this helped cleared some things up, and I wish you all the best. If this reading resonated with you, please consider giving this video a like and a share, and please also consider subscribing, because I'm going to be doing these videos as often as I can. All right, well, thank you so much, and best of luck to you. Hi, pile number 3. If you chose the Anandalite, this reading is for you. Let's go ahead and find out how this person feels about you. So I used the Awakened Soul Oracle to pull 2 cards, one representing your energy and one representing their energy in the relationship. And your energy was connection. Lovely. Their energy is boundaries. And then for how do they see you, we got the card of the Fool. What they're not telling you is the 9 of Hearts or the 9 of Cups in this tarot. And then the nature/energy of the relationship is the 4 of Cups or the 4 of Hearts. All right, and then for your Monology cards, you got look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. And then you are good enough, full moon in Virgo. Lovely. All right, let me just make sure that everything is in frame. Sorry, I'm still kind of getting used to this setup, and I also apologize for any glare you may see. I do have an overhead light. It's not the best lighting situation, but for the moment it'll do. All right, so let's get right into it, pile number 3. So your energy is connection. So this could mean that you're someone who's very connected to their spirituality, someone who's very connected to the earth around them, you know, nature. Or it could also mean that you just felt very connected to this person the moment you met them. You know, maybe you guys have a lot in common. Maybe you both like a lot of the same shows, movies, and, you know, just have very similar interests. So, yeah, I feel like this card is either representing your connection to the world around you, spirituality, your inner self, your higher self, or just how connected you feel to this person. And then over here for their energy, we got the card of boundaries. So I feel like this person is someone who's very guarded, someone who is maybe very withdrawn, someone who keeps to themselves a lot, or maybe just even someone who doesn't share a lot of themselves with other people, you know, someone who kind of puts walls up, whether they realize it or not, whether they mean to or not. Just someone who doesn't let others in easily, you know, just, you know, a person who, for, you know, multiple reasons of life, maybe is just kind of scared of being vulnerable, scared of letting others in, and scared of getting hurt. So this is what, you know, it means to me, especially with the 2 candles on the side with the hearts on them. You know, it kind of tells me that this person is very just guarded of their emotions and really wants to protect their emotions. So then over here, for how do they see you, we got the card of the Fool. Now this doesn't mean that they see you as being a fool. That doesn't mean they see you as foolish. To me, the card of the Fool is a card of like innocence and purity, and not purity in the sense, you know, of virginity and stuff like that, but just pure in the sense that you're someone who has a very big heart. You're someone who cares a lot about other people. And you're someone who is very optimistic about what, you know, is coming in your life, what the future holds, and what you can, you know, just learn from life. So I feel like this person sees that in you, sees that you are someone very, very, maybe even trusting, just someone, you know, just someone who has a sort of innocence about them and is very just optimistic. And this might be something they're not, you know, so used to, because like I said, they have kind of like this energy of, and you can see how much the 2 cards contrast. So maybe this person is just very guarded of their feelings and their emotions, and they see you as someone who is just so trusting, and it's kind of like they're not used to that, you know, they're not used to someone kind of relinquishing their emotions and how they feel, and they kind of don't know what to do about it. They're kind of caught off guard by you. You know, that's what I see this as someone very guarded and then someone very open. So they're not very used to that. They're not, you know, it's not going to come easily to them. So I feel like they see you as someone very optimistic, and that's maybe not necessarily so descriptive of themselves. And maybe that, you know, they admire that about you, but at the same time, it kind of, like I said, catches them off guard. They're not sure exactly what to say to you, what to do. And they're concerned with protecting their emotions, but at the same time, they admire that you're so free and sure of yourself. And then for what they're not telling you, this middle card here is always so hard to pick up. Okay, thank you. So for this middle card here is what they're not telling you. And you got the 9 of Hearts, the 9 of Cups. So this person does want something with you. They want a relationship with you. They do have feelings for you. You know, the 9 is all about almost getting there, getting super close to a goal, a relationship, a wish that you have. So this person has this wish and wants to be with you and wants this relationship. They're just not sure of how to even get there. You know, it's like they want this relationship with you, and they want to give their hearts to you, but they don't even know where to start, is kind of like what I'm feeling here. But if you see here, the circle isn't completely closed yet. So it's like they're not closed and not completely shut off to starting something with you or having this relationship with you. They just kind of need that little push and that little time. I feel like they need time is what's going on here, because they do want this with you. That's why this is the 9 of Hearts / Cups and not the 10, is because they're almost there. They're working towards getting there for you because they do want this relationship. They're just taking a little bit extra time to get there. And then over here for the energy of the relationship, I feel like this is mostly about them. So you have the 4 of Cups here. So I think it was pile number 1 that got the 4 of Cups as well. So maybe if you want to go check that pile out as well. So the Four of Cups is a card of not seeing the blessings and the happiness that's right in front of us. So I feel like they're kind of shutting themselves off a little bit, and concentrating on guarding their emotions and their feelings so closely that they're not seeing that you're somebody, and maybe they are seeing it, but they're just not completely allowing themselves to accept it yet. To accept the fact that you're kind of offering them this new start, this happiness, this love, and just wonderful, wonderful connection, but they're just worried about what can go wrong. So I feel like they need a little bit more time until they're finally able to accept this love that you're offering them. But they do want to get there. They do want to start something with you. They just kind of need a little bit more time until they're able to reach that point. And then over here, we have the look at the bigger picture Moonology card, full moon and Sagittarius. And this one's Virgo. So, those signs might mean something to you. Maybe they're a Sagittarius and you're a Virgo, or vice versa. Maybe both of you or one of you has either sign in their natal chart. But I feel like this card is telling you, or is most specifically kind of geared towards them. I feel like they need to look at the bigger picture here. And I feel like it really goes with this Four of Cups card. They're basically, this is what they're seeing. They're seeing these 3 cups here with these wilted, dying flowers. And that as soon as they kind of really open themselves up and they're like, okay, I have nothing to be afraid of, this person really cares about me, then, they'll be looking at the bigger picture. So I feel like the cards are kind of saying to have a little bit of patience with this person. Patience with this person will be needed, because while you're someone so open and loving, they're not used to that. Maybe they've had, really toxic relationships in the past, and they're just not ready to fully give themselves up yet. So I feel like this card is just, or this spread is just saying, give them a little bit of time, because they do want something real with you. They know that you definitely care about them. They just don't, they just don't understand, or they're not ready to, in this moment, fully give their heart up yet. And if this is not resonating with you, because I feel like this is a very specific message, please consider picking one of the other piles, because like I said, this pile I feel is more for people who really like someone, and that person, they can tell that that person likes them too, but there may be times when this person kind of feels withdrawn. Maybe sometimes you talk to them and they seem really like open and receptive to starting something, but then other times they're more closed off. So I feel like this is a very specific message for people that are in those types of connections. And then maybe this person doubting themselves and doubting whether they're ready for this relationship is kind of making you doubt yourself. And that's why I feel like this card is so important. So please don't feel like you've done something wrong to this person, or you're not the right person for them, or they're not the right person for you. You feel a very strong connection to this person. And just because they're not ready, 100% ready at the moment to fully commit, because, they have their own stuff they need to work on. Please don't feel like you're not good enough, because you definitely are good enough. You are more than deserving of the love that can come from this relationship. It's not a personal thing. It's just this person has to learn how to kind of open themselves up to receiving this love and receiving, these blessings and this energy. So yeah, I feel like this person just needs a little bit extra time to be more reflective of their emotions and more reflective of their feelings, and to come to the realization that even though they're wishing on it and really, there we go, and they're really wishing on it and they really want this to be a, happy union, they just have to take a little bit more time to get there, even though you're there right now. This person does not feel ready at the moment to fully commit to this relationship, but that does not mean they do not care about you. That does not mean there's not a future in this connection. And you know exactly, how long you want to wait. You know exactly, what options you have and how you want to, proceed with this situation and this connection. But I am here to tell you that this person does care about you and does, fantasize about having a long-term relationship with you. They're not quite there yet. All right, pile number 3. So I'm going to go ahead and pull some letters for you guys. These could just be names, maybe street addresses, initials, just something to kind of help give you a little bit more insight. Oh, some kind of spilled out without me even picking them. So we're just gonna go ahead with those. So you have a U, a P, an A, an R, a Y, 2 E's, and an S. So maybe, I didn't do this for the other ones, but see, maybe pray, see, so whatever words kind of pop out at you, whatever sentences or feelings kind of pop out at you, that's what I feel. Oh, there's an extra letter, excuse me. And I. So yeah, whatever kind of pops out at you, that is what I believe the message you're supposed to receive is. So I'm not going to focus too much on the letters, just because, like I said, I would, be here for a while. But whatever you see and whatever kind of sticks out at you is the message you're meant to receive. So yeah, pile number 3. I hope this has provided some insight for you guys. I hope that it's kind of cleared things up for you and given you a little bit more insight to how this person feels. Like I said, they do care about you. They just have some things they have to personally work through first. So yeah, I hope this helped you, and if it resonated with you, please consider giving this video a like, a share, and please consider also subscribing to my channel. I will try to do these videos as often as I can. Well, thank you so much, and I wish you two the best of luck.